Let me say this before I begin. No snow bunny should be requesting to go live with me on this topic. Snow bunnies who have given birth to African children, you need to listen up. Pull up a chair, sit your flat ass down, and listen up right now. Pull up a chair, snow bunnies. Sit your flat ass down and listen, because I'm going to give you some wisdom to raise my little African brothers and sisters. I'm going to give you snow bunnies some wisdom to raise my mixed race African brothers and sisters. Okay? Black men with children by the snow bunny, I need you to listen up. Black men who have children with the snow bunnies, I want you to listen up. Because some of you brothers are so weak and pathetic. Some of you brothers with mixed race African babies with snow bunnies, you are so weak and pathetic that you are letting the snow bunny mother of your black child, you are letting the snow bunny mother of your black child destroy the racial identity and self-esteem of your African children right before your eyes, because you have no backbone. You have no backbone. You have no backbone. See, let me say this before I get into the topic. It's not about dating. It's about the children today. It's not about the snow bunny relationship right now. It's about the product. We're talking about the children, my little mixed race African brothers and sisters who I consider to be equal and as African as anybody else. My mixed race African brothers and sisters, I'm talking about the children who I consider to be equal and as African as anyone else. See, one of the reasons white women will date a black man over a white man, one of the reasons the white woman dates the black man over the white man, sometimes, is she knows she will always exercise power over that black man. She knows she will always exercise political and economic power over that black man. See, the Negro's ego has been so abused by white society. The Negro's ego has been so abused by white society. The Negro ego has been so abused by white society that he needs an ego booster shot. He needs an ego booster shot in order to feel like a real man. And the black man's ego booster shot is the white woman. The snow bunny is the life jacket. The snow bunny is the life preserver for the black man with no self-esteem. The snow bunny is the life preserver for the black man with no race pride. The snow bunny is the life preserver for the black man with a poor self-concept. I've told you before, the white woman is a white surrender flag that the black man waves to the white power structure. I said the white woman is a white surrender flag that the black man waves to the white power structure. The white woman is a white surrender flag that the black man waves to the white power structure, saying, I submit. I submit. When they see the black man with the white woman, that means he has submitted to the will of white power. I see we got a lot of Negropeans and we got a lot of cave dwellers in the chat. Here's what I'm going to say. If you are not drawn to the wisdom of Ifa, you would not be on this live. To my TikTokers, if you were not drawn to the wisdom of Ifa, you would not even be on this live. So don't act like you hate the message when you constantly watching the man. Now let me continue. White men who have children with black mothers, you need to listen. Black women who have children with white fathers, you need to listen. White men who have children with black women, you need to listen. Black women with children with white men, you need to listen. But the biggest situation we find in interracial child producing, interracial procreation, snow bunny offspring, interracial procreation is what we're talking about. Interracial procreation is usually black man, white woman. Most of our mixed race children are from a black man with a white woman. So most of my lesson today will be to black men and white women. So let's get into this. Number one, in my experience, the white father of the black child is more honest. In my experience, the white father of the black child is more honest with his child about their race. The white father of the black child is more honest with his child about their race. And the reason I think the white father is more honest with his child about their race is because the white man understands that white men rule this society. And the white man understands that the black child, even being mixed race, will never be given the privileges or opportunities of the unmixed white child. The white man, because he makes the rules. The white man, because he lives by the rules. The white man, because he reinforces the rules, he is more honest with his mixed race child. The white father will tell his daughter, you are black. The white father will tell his son, you are black. But the white mother, on the other hand, the white mother is more in denial. See, Karen, Betsy, Pat, and Elizabeth are more likely to tell their mixed race children that they are mixed race, biracial, almost white, half white. They are more likely to deceive their child into believing that they are mixed race, almost white, multiracial, biracial. The white woman knows that in American society, their child is going to be treated as an African because that's what they are. But the problem, the reason Betsy and Karen and Pat and Elizabeth cannot tell their child that they are black is because they have to admit to themselves. They would have to admit to themselves that they gave birth to an African child. And so the racism within the white mother, the racism within the white mother, the racism within the white mother forces her into a state of denial. The racism within the white mother, the racism within the white mother forces her into a state of denial regarding the true race of her child. So with that being said, if you are the black man with a snow bunny baby mother, if you are the black man with a snow bunny baby mother, if you are the black man with a snow bunny baby mother, you have your hands full because your daughters, more than your sons, because see, with the boys, American racism is so powerful. South African racism is so powerful. Canadian racism is so powerful. French racism is so powerful. British racism, Irish racism, German racism, Italian racism, European racism is so strong that even if the boy is mixed race, he will sooner or later come to know that he is black. It's different with the boys because the black man is a threat. It's different with the boys because the black man is a threat. If the boy is mixed race, society will treat him in such a way that he knows he black and he's not white. With the girls, it's a little different. With the girls, it's a little different. With the girls, they want to seduce the girls. They want to emotionally and psychologically seduce the black girls into thinking they're going to be accepted by white folks because they need the black girls to do the bidding of the white power structure against the black boys. I hope you heard what I just said. I hope you heard what I just said. I hope you Negroes just heard what I said. I said, if it is a mixed race boy, a mixed race boy will be awakened to the realities of his race before the mixed race girl. The mixed race boy will know at 4, 5, and 6, he's not white. The mixed race boy will know at 6, 7, and 8, he's not white. The mixed race girl might not find out until she's a teenager because America likes to seduce the mixed race black girl. Because women are not the threat. Women only become the threat when they stand with their man. Black women are not the threat. Black women only become a threat when they stand with their man. Black women are not the threat. Black women only become the threat when they stand by their man. That's why feminism is so important to the destruction of the black family. That's why feminism is so important when it comes to the destruction of the black family. Right? Feminism must be used to destroy the black family. And so with the boys, they don't care if they green eyes, straight hair. If that boy is black, white America will let him know. He going to get referred for special ed. He going to get suspended. He going to get expelled. He going to get put on Ritalin, Adderall, Concerta, ADHD, conduct disorder. The mixed race black boy is going to be awakened to his race sooner than later. The mixed race black girl is going to be psychologically and emotionally seduced into thinking she's a part of the power structure because they need black women to help them destroy black men. They need black women to help them destroy black men. They need black women to help them destroy black men. So let me go on. If you are a black man with children to a white woman, you have to sit your snow bunny queen down. Listen to me, snow bunny loving brothers. Listen to me, please, snow bunny loving black children. I'm doing this seminar for the benefit of the children, not you. You done already screwed up. I'm doing this seminar for the benefit of my mixed race brothers and sisters being raised by your snow bunny queen. So black men, you have to sit your snow bunny queen down. Black men, you have to sit your snow bunny queen down and you have to tell her, listen, these children are black. Yes, they have a white mother. Yes, they have white relatives. Yes, they have white family. Yes, they have white grandmothers, but they are black. Black is the dominant gene. It is the most dominant gene of the human family. White is the most recessive gene of the human family. So even if that little girl comes out of that snow bunny womb, white as snow, even if that little African princess comes out of that snow bunny womb, white as snow, you have to let your snow bunny queen, who is in denial about her daughter being black, you have to let your snow bunny queen, who is in denial about her daughter being black, you have to let that snow bunny queen know, even though she looks white right now, even though she looks white right now, even though she looks white right now, by the time she goes to kindergarten, the great divine mother of Africa is going to start manifesting herself. By the time she goes to kindergarten, the great African divine feminine is going to start manifesting herself. You're going to start seeing the African kinks in her hair. You're going to start seeing her nose might spread a little bit. Her lips might get a little fuller. Her ears are going to get a little browner around the edges. When she get to middle school, her body is going to start forming like a black woman's body. She's not going to have the cave booty of the Caucasian. She's going to end up with a plump African rump. That girl is going to metamorphose. That girl is going to metamorphose into a black woman. So let your snow bunny queen know that my daughter looks white because she just came from a white womb. But the ancestor in her is an African. My daughter looks white because she just came from a European womb. But the African ancestor in her is sooner or later going to start manifesting herself. This is an African goddess. This is not a snow bunny. She came out of a snow bunny, but she is an African goddess. And sooner or later, the great African divine feminine, sooner or later, the great African divine feminine will manifest itself. So I need you, my snow bunny queen, to understand, and I hope all white women are watching. I want my white mothers to watch who really care about your black children. I want my white mothers to watch if you really care about your black children. If you are a white woman who cares about your mixed race African children, you need to be listening right now. And you need to share this video right now. And everybody who know a black man with children with a white woman, Elaine McCoy, let me block you because you have no business being on my live. Elaine McCoy, you are banned. Nobody asked you what you thought. If you don't like the message, why are you watching the man? If you don't like the message, why are you watching the man? If you don't like the message, why are you watching the man? I care about my mixed race African children. I care about your mixed race African children. I care about our mixed race African children. And I want them raised correctly. I want them raised correctly. I want them raised correctly. So, here's what the black man has to tell the snow bunny mother of his African children. Here's what the black man has to tell the snow bunny mother of his African children. You have to say, listen, I understand you are white. I understand your family is white. My children are black, and I need you to have a conversation with your family so that everybody is clear that these kids are not mixed racial, they not biracial, they not quad racial, they not almost white, they are black. I do not want my children being confused. I need you to understand that. You gave birth to a black child. It was a black seed that fertilized your Neanderthal eggs. It was a black African divine seed that fertilized your Neanderthal egg. The baby is African, whether you like it or not, and that baby will give birth to more African children. These girls are not giving birth to white kids. When they have children, those children will be black. And then you tell her, they need black dolls, African black dolls, not the ones with the blonde hair. Not the ones with the blonde hair. We're not giving that. No, 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 no. My daughters will not be taught to worship white standards of beauty. You do not give my children white doll babies. They get black doll babies. They can get every shade. Give them a chocolate fudge doll baby. Give them a sweet brown sugar doll baby. Give them a butter almond doll baby. Give them a butter pecan doll baby. And give them a French vanilla African doll baby. Give them a African vanilla doll baby. Give them every color. Don't just give them blue, black, purple, because we come in every shade. Give them every color of African, but there's no need for my daughters to have a white doll baby. And she's going to say, your snow bunny baby mom. Your snow bunny baby mom is going to say, why can't my daughters have a white doll baby? And you're going to say, why do they need a white doll baby when they have you to look at all day? Why do my black daughters need a white doll baby when they have a white mother to look at all day? Why do my white daughters need a white doll baby when they have a white grandmother to look at all day? Nigel, you disrespected Sister Barbara. You got to go, Nigel. Sister Barbara is a friend of mine. You're out. No disrespecting black women on here. No disrespecting black women on here. No disrespecting black women on my platform. Sister Barbara, he's gone. I don't accept black men disrespecting black women. You do that shit somewhere else. You do. See, we have to reinstate law and order in the black community. We have to reinstate law and order in the black community. We have to reinstate law and order in the black community. If you just checked in, this is Dr. Umar Ifatunde, Doctor of Clinical Psychology, Certified School Psychologist, Certified School Principal. I'm giving a seminar on how to raise mixed race African children. I'm giving a seminar on how to raise mixed race African children. So let me go back to where I was. I digress. You have to tell your snow bunny baby mom or wife, my daughters are black. They don't need a white doll baby. And the reason my daughters don't need a white doll baby is they got to look at you all day. Aren't you white enough? They already have a white doll baby. Their mother. They have a white grandmother. They got white aunts. They got white cousins. Why do they need a white doll baby when most women they will see when they go to work, go to school, are white? They don't need a white doll baby. They have a white mother. That's enough whiteness right there. So now, with that being said, you let her know that all dolls are black. Then you tell her your daughter is to have pictures and posters of unapologetically African inventors, leaders, activists, ancestors on her wall. Oh, yes. That house, the house where a mixed race black girl is being raised. Same is true if she's not mixed race. Same is true if she's not mixed race. Same is true if she's not mixed race. But if she's a mixed race black girl, to avoid the racial confusion that the snow bunny mother will heap upon her black daughters, to avoid the psychological confusion that the snow bunny mothers will heap upon their black daughters, you have to make sure every picture in the house is of a positive black woman. I did not say a gangster rapper. I did not say a singer. I did not say an actor. I did not say a comedian. I said in black female inventor, black female scientist, black female activist, black female ancestor. And if I had a mixed race child, which I never will, but if I had a mixed race child, which I never will, if I had a mixed race child, which I never will, you know what I'm hanging up? I'm hanging up pictures of female African deities. That's what would be in my house. Not only am I going to have Mae Jemison, the first black female astronaut. Not only am I going to have all the black female scientists, I'm going to have a big poster of Ida B. Wells, a big poster of Harriet Tubman, a big poster of Anna Douglas, wife of Frederick Douglass, a big poster of Amy Ashwood Garvey, Amy Jakes Garvey, a big poster of Mary McLeod Bethune. I'm going to have a big poster of Fannie Lou Hamer, Winnie Mandela, Queen Nzinga, Ya Asante Wa. But in addition to that, I would have a big poster of Orisha Oya in all her blackness, a big poster of Orisha Oshun in all her African beauty, a big poster of Orisha Yemonja, all the African female deities, Neteru Aset, Neteru Ma'at, all the African deities. I would have big posters of them. Let my daughters know this is a God. The black woman was the first image of the Creator. Build the self-esteem of the African girl. Build the self-concept of the African girl. Build the self-worth of your African children. Let your snow bunny baby mom know. Let your snow bunny baby mom know. Natural hair, My mixed race daughters are going to have natural hair. I need them to know they black. We are not Europeanizing them. They already got a white mother. We are not going to further Europeanize my African daughters. They already have a white mother. We are not going to further Europeanize my African daughters. They already have a white mother. No more further Europeanization. No more further Europeanization. No more further Europeanization. They already have a white mother. Their hair is going to be natural. Now, in a minute, I'm going to get to what do you do when you have two mixed race daughters? One is light, one is dark. That is a very controversial issue. What about when you have two mixed race daughters? One is dark, one is light. That is a very big problem in our community. What if you have two mixed race daughters? One is dark, one is light. I'm going to come to that in a minute. I'm going to come to that in a minute. What do you do when you have more than one mixed race child and they are different colors, different complexions, different hair, different eyes, different skin, different body type? I'm going to come to that in a minute. You are listening to King Kong Consciousness. You are listening to the crown prince of Pan-Africanism. You are listening to Intercontinental Ifatunde. You are listening to the notorious RBG. You are listening to Dr. Jermaine Shoemake. You are listening to Dr.UMAR Ifatunde. You are listening to Dr. Ifatunde Ogun Tade. But you can just call me Big Papa. You can just call me Big Papa. You can just call me Big Papa. So let's continue. If I were the black father of a mixed race daughter, if I was the black father of a mixed race daughter, if I was the black father of a mixed race daughter, and I recommend all black fathers of mixed race children do this, have a meeting with the white side of your daughter's family. Have a meeting with the white side of your daughter's family. Have a meeting with the white side of your daughter's family. I recommend you do this before their second birthday. I recommend you do this before their second birthday. Before your mixed race daughter turns 2. Have a meeting with her white family, with the white mother too. Have Snow Bunny there. You and Karen. You and Karen are going to have a sit down with Karen's mother, Karen's father, Karen's uncles, Karen's aunts, Karen's cousins, Karen's friends. And you're going to tell them, my child is black. And I want all you cave-dwelling Caucasians to understand something. My child is black. If you ever make a derogatory remark about black people around my child, if you ever make an insulting comment to my baby about her hair, if you ever make an insulting comment in front of my child about her nose, about her lips, about her skin tone, not only am I going to jail because I'm going to whip that ass, you will never ever see them again. Not only am I going to jail because I'm going to whip that ass, you will never ever see your African niece or nephew again. My child will not suffer racism at the hand of her blood relatives, be they black or white. My child will not suffer racism at the hands of her relatives, be they black or white. And so you have to make sure your Snow Bunny family, you can't send Karen to have that kind of conversation because she's not going to come with that African power. You can't let the white mother of the black child handle her own family because she's not going to handle them. They're already mad at her. She had a baby with a black man. They're already mad at her. She had a baby with a black man. They're already mad at Karen and Julie and Stephanie. They're already mad at them for having a baby with a black man. So you have to go and talk to your child's grandparents. You have to do that. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. And black father of the mixed race African daughters, black father of the mixed race African daughters, black father of the mixed race African daughters, you have to turn your house if you are not living with the mother. If you don't live in the same house as the mother, you have to make sure your house is a temple of divine African female adoration. When your mixed race African daughters come to your house, they better see nothing but black women on the walls. All the books are black women. All the cartoons are black women. You're going to have a Black Girls Rock t-shirt. You're going to have I Am the Mother of Humanity t-shirt. You're going to have a Darker the Berry, the Sweeter the Cherry t-shirt. You are going to have nothing in your house but positive, reaffirming messages to your daughter. You are going to baptize your daughters in blackness when they are with you. You are going to baptize your daughters in blackness when they are with you. You are going to baptize your daughters in blackness when they are with you. And let the mother know this. Let the mother know that if you allow my child to be subject to insults, if you allow my child to be subject to insults, Kasim Lamar, do you want to be blocked? Because you're acting like a Negro pen. I don't know what a pro-black is. I never heard of a pro-Jew. I never heard of a pro-Italian. I never heard of a pro-European. I never heard of a pro-Latino. I never heard of a pro-Chinese, a pro-Asian, a pro-East Indian. Kasim, you want to get blocked for good, brother, from coming on my lives? It's up to you, my brother. I will send you to the block party. And I'm not talking about the one in Wilmington, Delaware on September the 10th. I will send you to a block party. And I'm not talking about the FDMG block party in Wilmington, Delaware on September the 10th. I will send you to a block party if you're looking for a block party, Kasim Lamar. Kasim Lamar. Keep playing with me. Keep playing with me and see what I do to you. I will banish your ass from ever being on my platform again. Stop playing with me, boy. Stop playing with me, little boy. Stop playing with me, little boy. Probably got a snow bunny. But let me refocus. Let me refocus. Let me refocus. You tell the white mother of your black children. You tell the white mother of your black children, if you allow my child to be psychologically traumatized by your white racist relatives, if you allow my child to be psychologically traumatized by your white racist relatives, I will take you to court and I will get custody of my child. I will take you to court and I will get custody, full custody of my child. You are not going to traumatize this baby. I had no right putting an African seed in you in the first place. I had no right putting a divine African seed in you. But be that as it may, we can't cry over spilt milk, literally spilt milk. We can't cry over spilt milk. We can't cry over that. We're going to raise this girl like the black queen she is. And if you can't help me raise my daughter like the black queen she is, I'm going to take you to court and get full custody of my baby. Now, here's a very important point I'm about to mention. Here is a very important point I'm about to mention. Here is a very important point. Pearline Brooks, block party. Ban Pearline Brooks from all live streams. Who else got something to say? Shout out to Facebook. You can now ban people from all live streams on Facebook. So guess what I'm going to promise my Negropeans? If I ban you, I'm not banning you just for this live stream. I'm banning you for eternity. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Let me say it again. My Facebookers, if I ban you, I'm banning you for eternity. Shout out to Facebook. Zuckerberg for having a permanent ban. They just added that. I never saw that before. They give you the option of banning them from this live stream or all future live streams. I'm not going to play around with you coons. I'm not going to play around with you coons. I'm not going to play around with you Africans. I'm going to ban you from all live streams going forward. So let's refocus. Tell her you will take her to court and get your child if she allows your child to be victimized and psychologically traumatized by her Caucasian relatives. Now, here's a very important point. White mothers of black children will swear they're not racist. White mothers of black children will swear they're not racist. White mothers of black children will swear they're not racist. I can promise you, every African who has a white mother, every African who has a white mother, every African who has a white mother has heard their mother make a racist comment about black people. I have never met a mixed race African who didn't hear their white mother say something insulting about black people. I have never met a mixed race African with a white mother who did not hear that snow bunny disrespect African people. And in fact, they will even disrespect their own black children. If they get mad enough, their unconscious beliefs about black people, when that white mother gets mad enough, her unconscious biases about black people, when that white mother gets mad enough, her unconscious racism towards black people will come out of her mouth, and she will slip up and call your child the N-word. Oh yes, I know black people who were called the N-word by their own mother. I know black people who were called the N-word by their own mother. I know black people who were called the N-word by their own mother. Let's transition to talking about raising mixed race African girls of two different complexions. Black men, listen up if you have children with a non-African woman. Black men, listen up if you have children with a non-African woman. Black women, listen up if you have children with a non-African man. White women, listen up if you have children with a black man. White men, listen up if you have children with a black woman. When your mixed race African children are two different complexions, when your mixed race African children are two different complexions, when your mixed race African children are two different complexions. Let's say one is light skin and one is dark skin. One is light skin, one is dark skin. One is African vanilla, one is sweet brown sugar. One is African vanilla, one is sweet brown sugar. You have to make sure the white mother of your black children and her white family does not show favoritism to the lighter child. This is a big problem in the black community, even in regular black families. This is a big problem in the black community, even in regular black families. This is a big problem in the black community, even in regular black families. Make sure the white mother understands that you have an unconscious bias for the lighter child. And you have to remain vigilant about your unconscious racism, because your unconscious racism will have you spending more time with your light-skinned black daughter than your dark-skinned black daughter. Your unconscious racism will have you being more friendly and welcoming to your light-skinned black daughter than your dark-skinned black daughter. Your unconscious bias will have you honoring and praising your light-skinned black daughter, white woman, more than your dark-skinned black daughter, white woman. This is a big reason why mixed race African dark-skinned sisters have low self-esteem. This is one reason why mixed race brown-skinned black women end up with a lot of self-esteem problems, because they grow up in a house where the white mother or the light-skinned mother, oh yes, I'm going to talk about you light-skinned supremacy moms out there. I'm going to talk about you light-skinned supremacy moms out there. I'm going to talk about you light-skinned supremacy black mothers and light-skinned supremacy black grandmothers and light-skinned supremacy aunties. Oh yeah. You always want to take the light-skinned granddaughter, but you don't never want to spend no time with the dark-skinned granddaughter. You always want to take the light-skinned niece out to eat, but you never want to take the dark-skinned niece out to eat. Oh, yeah. This ain't just about white women. This ain't just about snow bunnies. This is about light-skin supremacy, black women. Black women who are light-skin supremacists. Oh, yes. When you have children of different colors, there are certain rules everybody need to know who are going to be in that child's life. When you have black daughters of different complexion, whether they mix race or full race, whether they mix African or full African, there's certain rules. If you got daughters of different complexions, even if you got sons of different complexions, but especially if you have daughters of different complexions, there's 5 rules. I'm going to give you 5 rules that everybody better understand about your children. They white mother better understand it. White cousins better understand it. White aunts better understand it. White uncles better understand it. White grandparents better understand it. Black grandmothers better understand it. Black grandfathers better understand it. Black uncles better understand it. Black aunts better understand it. Black cousins, black friends, black in-laws, black football coach, teachers, everybody better understand. These are the 5 rules that you better make clear, black man. If you love your mixed race African daughters, you better make sure everybody understand these 5 rules. White woman, if you love your mixed race daughters, white man, if you love your mixed race daughters, black woman, if you love your mixed race children. What are the 5 rules? Rule number 1, and I hope y'all listening. Share this video when it's over. Rule number 1, and I hope y'all listening. Rule number 1 for parents, for anybody that's going to be around mixed race siblings of different complexions or full race siblings of different complexions. These rules are for black families and snow bunny families. These rules are for black families and snow bunny families. 5 rules everybody better understand. But before I say them, hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. Before I say the 5 rules, hit the Cash App, $FDMG School. International Africans, hit your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. International Africans, hit your PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. It looks like I'm coming to Zimbabwe this year. It looks like I'm going to be coming to Zimbabwe for the first time this year. It looks like I'm going to be linking up with my Zimbabwean Africans before the year is out. It is Pan-Africanism or perish. It is Pan-Africanism or perish. It is Pan-Africanism by any means necessary. I said it is Pan-Africanism or perish. I said it is Pan-Africanism or perish. I said it is Pan-Africanism by any means necessary. 5 rules that all parents, all black parents who are raising all black children or mixed race children, make sure everybody understands these rules. If you have children of different complexions in your home, everybody needs to listen, because most of us have children of different complexions. Most of us have children of different complexions. Most of us have children of different complexions. My oldest daughter is a peanut butter color. She's a honey colored sister. Not light. She's not yellow. She's not yellow. She's a butter almond, hot peanut butter colored princess. That's my 20-year-old. She's a butter almond, hot peanut butter, honey colored sister. My 11-year-old princess looks more like her father. She's about a shade, maybe a shade or 2 lighter than me. Okay? She's more of a warm chestnut complexion, more of a African gold complexion like her son. Most of our children have different complexions. So here are the rules when you have children of different complexion. Rule number one. Y'all want to know what the first rule is? Especially if one of those kids is high yellow with green eyes and straight hair. Especially if one of those kids is light skinned with different color eyes and a different color hair. Especially if one of your kids is light skinned with green eyes or hazel eyes or blue eyes with fairer hair or curly hair. You better listen to the rules. You better listen to the rules. You better listen. Rule number one. Make sure everybody who's going to be around your children understands. Rule number one, make sure everybody who's going to be around your children understands. We do not worship, praise, or compliment European values, European standards of beauty in this house. Let me repeat this. I hope black women are listening. I hope white women of mixed race children are listening. I hope black men are. I hope white men of mixed race children are listening. I hope everybody's listening. Let everybody know we do not worship, praise, or compliment European standards of beauty in this house. And the reason we don't worship, we don't praise, and we do not compliment European standards of beauty in this house is because if you tell my one daughter, your green eyes are beautiful, you're telling my other daughter, her brown eyes are ugly. If you tell my one daughter that her curly hair is so beautiful, then you're telling my daughter with her natural African revolutionary hair that her hair is ugly. If you tell my light-skinned daughter that she has beautiful skin, you are automatically telling my brown-skinned daughter that she has ugly skin. By contraindication, if you worship the light-skinned girl's skin, you are cursing her brown-skinned sister's skin. If you worship the light-skinned sister's green, brown, blue, hazel eyes, you are cursing her dark-skinned sister's brown eyes. If you worship the light-skinned sister's straight hair or curly hair, you are automatically cursing her other sister's nappy, kinky, African root. There is nothing more insulting. There is nothing more insulting. There is nothing more disrespectful. There is nothing more insulting and nothing more disrespectful than for a black princess, a beautiful African queen to be standing in a room with her sister who got different skin and or different eyes and or different hair. They're standing in the same room. They're in the same room. But her grandmother only sees the one with the light eyes or the light skin or the thin hair. Grandfather only sees the ones with the light eyes, the thin hair, or the light skin. All the aunties and uncles only see the one with the light skin, the thin hair, and the light eyes. Do you know what that does to the self-esteem of a black girl? Do you Negropeans, do you Africans understand what that does to a 2-year-old African princess? To a 3-year-old African princess? To a 4-year-old African princess? To a 5-year-old African princess? To a 6-year-old African princess? You don't ever let nobody single out one of your children for European traits. You don't ever let nobody single out your beautiful black daughters because one has European traits. So the first rule is everybody needs to understand. My TikTok is jumping. My TikTok is jumping. Let me find out my TikTok is stronger than my Instagram. Of course I'm sweating, sweetheart. I'm an African and it's Leo season and I'm a sweat some more. What are you, a damn cave dweller? Why are you worrying about me sweating for? What's wrong with you Negroes? White man and messed your head all up. But listen, family. Rule number one, make sure they understand you will never use the color of my daughter's eyes. You will never use the color of my daughter's skin. You will never use the texture of my daughter's hair as the basis of her beauty. I got to say it again because the ancestors are here today. I'm going to say it again for my ancestors. You will never use my daughter's eye color. You will never use my daughter's skin color. You will never use my daughter's hair texture as the basis for calling her beautiful. My daughter is beautiful because she is my daughter. My daughter is beautiful because she exists. My daughter is beautiful because she is here. My daughter is beautiful because God birthed her through this womb. It ain't got nothing to do with her skin color. It ain't got nothing to do with her eye color. It ain't got nothing to do with the texture of her hair. Y'all better make sure. Y'all better make sure people know you will not worship one and reject the other. You will not praise one and condemn the other. You will not honor one because of her European traits. She's beautiful because she looks closer to the slave master. She's attractive because she looks closer to the slave master. Well, let me tell you something. No disrespect to my light-skinned Africans. I'm only making a point. You are no different than the rest of us. I need you to understand that. Blue eyes, green eyes, you are my brother and my sister. I see you no different. Black mom, white dad, black dad, white mom, you are still my brother and sister. I see you no different. But I want to say this. We have been taught to worship light skin, European eye color, European hair texture. But during the time of slavery, if you will study the slave narratives of our ancestors, you can buy them at any black bookstore. If you study the slave narratives of our ancestors, and you can buy them at any black bookstore, our ancestors felt they were cursed when their skin was too light and their eyes was too green or blue, because when they looked in the mirror, they saw the father, the slave master who raped their mother. I need y'all to understand me. Light-skinned Africans, do not feel ashamed. You are equal. I don't want you to think I'm condemning you. I do not practice dark skin supremacy. I do not practice light skin supremacy. I do not practice dark skin supremacy. I do not practice light skin supremacy. What I'm saying to you is during antebellum America, pre-Civil War, colonial America, light skinned Africans with blonde hair or blue eyes, green eyes, they often hated themselves. Because when they looked in the mirror, all they could see was the slave master who raped their mother. That's all I'm saying. I'm not condemning. We are every color. The first color on the flag is red. It is the blood that matters, not your complexion. The first color on the Garvey flag is red. Red, black, and green. It is the blood that matters, not the complexion. So rule number one. Rule number one, we do not worship, praise, or compliment European standards of beauty in this house. If you ever call one of my daughters beautiful and they're together, you better call both of them beautiful. I better never see you. So that's number one. Number two, rule number two, what you say to one daughter, you better say to the other daughter. What you say to one daughter, you better say to the other daughter. If you say one daughter is pretty, you better say both my daughters is pretty. If you say one girl is intelligent, you better say both girls are intelligent. If you say one girl got beautiful hair, you better say they both got beautiful hair. If you say one of my daughters got a beautiful smile, you better say both of my daughters got beautiful smile. Make sure they understand the rule of equality. You are not singling out these babies. If you take one to the movies, you taking both to the movies. If you taking one shopping, you taking two shopping. I don't want to hear that you got a favorite niece and a favorite nephew. Not at all. Not at all. You not practicing light skin supremacy in this house. You not practicing dark skin supremacy in this house. So number one, don't you ever compliment my children on their skin, their hair, or their eyes. Never. No compliments on skin, hair, and eyes. We are African. African people never put a value on complexion. African culture never put a value on complexion. African culture never put a value on eye color. African culture never put a value on hair texture. African culture never put a value on hair texture. African culture never put a value on eye color. African culture never put a value on skin color. That is all the doing of white supremacy. That is all. When you say pretty eyes, that is white supremacy indoctrination. When you say pretty skin, other than the smoothness of it, that is white supremacy indoctrination. When you say pretty hair, that is white supremacy indoctrination. That has nothing to do with us, African people. We've never worshiped color. African culture is not a color worshiping culture. It is not an eye color worshiping culture. It is not a hair texture worshiping culture that come from Europeans. So that's rule number 2, equality. Rule number 3, don't ever say anything negative about black people around my daughters. Ever. Ever. If you want to say something about R. Kelly's conviction, wait till they leave the house. If you want to say something about Bill Cosby's prison time, wait till they leave the house. You want to say something about Michael Jackson's accusations, wait till they leave the house. You want to say something about Beyonce, you wait till they leave the house. You will never criticize black people around my children. Why? Why can't I say what I want? You know why you can't say what you want? My daughters are going to have to live their whole life under a microscope. They're going to live their whole life seeing black people condemned and ridiculed by the police. They're going to live their whole life seeing black people condemned and ridiculed in the news. They're going to live their whole life seeing black people condemned and ridiculed on film. They're going to live their whole life seeing black people condemned and ridiculed in the newspaper, organizations. They're going to live their whole life watching black people followed in the mall, followed in the supermarket, followed in the corner store. I'll be damned if they got to deal with that when they step out of society. I'll be damned if they got to live with that when they step out of society. Rule number 4. This is for white snow bunny mothers. Listen up. Rule number 4, this is for white snow bunny mothers. Listen up. I'm going to keep y'all for 15 more minutes if that's okay. I'm going to keep y'all for 15 more minutes if that's okay. If anybody needs a consultation for your children, you need me to review the psychological evaluation, you need me to look at the IEP. School is about to start back up. School is about to start back up. If you don't understand that psychological evaluation, you need Big Papa. If you don't understand that IEP, you need Big Papa. If they trying to call your child autistic and you don't agree with it, you need Big Papa. If they trying to hit your son up with a reading disability and you don't think it's the right deal, you need Big Papa. They trying to put your kid on Ritalin and Adderall or Concerta, it sounds like you need a consultation with Big Papa. If you need to speak with Big Papa, if you need a one-on-one consultation for your child, you can text me 215-989-9858. That is 215-989-9858. $75 telephone, $100 Zoom for the consultation. $75 telephone, $100 Zoom for the consultation. Email the paperwork to DrUmarJohnson at yahoo.com. Email the paperwork to DrUmarJohnson at yahoo.com. Now, let me say this. Let me say this. I'm not pinning nothing. You can pin it yourself. Let me say this. There is nothing more insulting to a black girl than to see her mother favoring her sister who has thinner hair or curlier hair. There's nothing more insulting to the self-esteem of a black princess than to see her mother, black or white mother, black mother or white mother, favoring the hair texture of her sister. So I'm saying this to all snow bunny mothers who are watching me. If you are a white mother and you don't know how to do black hair, you're going to find a black hairdresser and you're going to pay them to teach you how to do black hair. I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it again. White mothers of black girls must learn how to do black hair if you love your daughter. White mothers of black daughters must learn how to do black hair if you love your daughter. And the reason the white mother has to learn how to do black hair is because if you only do your daughter's hair who got thin hair and the other daughter run around with her hair unkept, or she got to go to the beauty salon, so her sister gets her hair done twice a week, she gets her hair done once a month, she's going to hate herself, hate you, and hate her sister. She's going to hate herself, hate you, and hate her sister. So you got to learn how to do black hair. Whenever you do one daughter's hair, you do the other daughter's hair. Remember what I said? Rule number 2, the principle of equality. Rule number 2, the principle of equality. Rule number 2, the principle of equality. The white mother must learn how to do black hair. And if you don't want to learn how to do black hair, fine. You can never do your daughter's hair with the fine hair either. Send both of them to the hair salon at the same time every week. Send both of them to the hair salon at the same time every week. Do not treat different complexioned black girls different. Do not treat different complexioned black daughters different. Do not treat different complexioned black daughters differently. Also, your house, black mother, black father, white father. Your house for a black daughter, black mother, black father, white father, must be a temple of divine African feminine energy. Your house must be a temple. If I walk in your house right now, how many pictures of black women do you have on the wall? And how many of those black women are other than light skin and don't have a weave or a perm or blonde hair? Your house must be a temple of African feminine energy. How many books by black women? How often do you make them watch movies, positive roles with black women? That's right. All the books should have positive black women, not these rappers, positive black women with natural hair must dominate your house. Positive black women of every complexion with natural hair, from the light bright to the blue, black, purples, must populate your house. Oh, yes. Now, see, here's a black doll. Here's a black doll, but she ain't got African hair. Here's a black doll, but she don't have African hair. Here's a black doll, but she don't have African hair. This is what I call walking the line. Complexion-wise and skin tone, and even the eyes are light brown. You might think this doll is okay, and I'm not against your daughter having this doll. I'm not against your daughter having this doll. I'm not against your daughter having this doll, but look at the hair. European. Look at the eyes, light brown. Look at the skin. Barely passes or barely fails the brown paper bag test. Black dolls, black hair, dark eyes. Black dolls, black hair, black skin, black eyes. Be careful of individual praise and compliments. There must be equal treatment. Now, let me speak on something real important. Let me speak on something real important. I want y'all to listen to me. Let me speak on something real important. There is a tendency for mothers and fathers, if the light-skinned child gets more attention from the rest of the family, there is a tendency by black mothers and fathers, if the light-skinned child gets more attention from the rest of the family, there is a tendency from black mothers and fathers to cater to the dark-skinned child when the other family is not around. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. If the father doesn't live in the house, if the black father doesn't live in the house with the white mother and his two black daughters, When he gets his two black daughters, he might pay more attention to the darker daughter because he knows the darker daughter is always being excluded. He knows the daughter with the thick hair is always being overlooked. He understands the daughter with the African features is always being ignored by the grandparents and the aunts and uncles. So he might cater to the dark-skinned daughter to try to make up for what she's not getting from the rest of the family. But you cannot do that because now you're practicing dark skin supremacy. You're practicing discrimination in reverse. The light-skinned child is still your daughter. The light-skinned child is still an African. She needs your love just as much. You cannot treat the dark-skinned kid better when they not at home, because now the light-skinned kid is being discriminated against for being light-skinned, green eyes, and straight hair. Treat both children equal at all times. Treat both children equal at all times. Treat both children equal at all times. But what you should also do is you should have a play date with each child. Daddy-daughter time for princess number 1. Daddy-daughter time for princess number 2. Daddy-daughter time for princess number 1. Daddy-daughter time for princess number 2. And when you are alone with your dark-skinned daughter, that's when you can embellish her. Embellish her when there's daddy-daughter time. But you cannot show her favoritism when she's with her light-skinned sister because you're trying to make up for the fact that the rest of the family ignore her. The family is wrong, and you need to address that with the family, but you cannot punish the lighter child for the disrespect shown to the darker child. Get some one-on-one time with every child. Get some one-on-one time with every child, and then you can make up for that. Something else you should do. Black fathers and your daughters live with the mother. Black fathers, you only have partial custody, but the mother got primary physical custody. Black fathers of black daughters by white women must attend white family functions with your children. Black fathers of black daughters by white women must attend white family functions with your daughters. Black fathers of black daughters by white women must attend white family functions with your daughter. I would not let my mixed race daughter, especially my dark one. No, my dark mixed race daughter, she's not going to the white cousin's birthday party unless I'm there. She's not going to the white family Christmas party unless I'm there. She's not going to the white family Easter party or the white family reunion or the white family Thanksgiving dinner. I'm going. Ask her dad, why are you going? You know why you're going, black father? Because you cannot afford for your dark-skinned daughter to get to that party with those white people and get ignored. You cannot afford for them to make jokes about her hair, her skin. You cannot afford for her cousins to make a mockery of her hair, her skin, her eyes, her lips, her nose. You can't afford that. Your daughter's self-esteem might be damaged forever. Your daughter's self-esteem might be damaged forever. Your daughter's self-esteem might be damaged forever. So you tell the white mother, if I can't go, neither one of my daughters can go. Don't let one daughter go without the other. They either both can go or neither one of them can go. Make sure you teach your daughter sisterhood. You make sure you teach your dark-skinned daughter her light-skinned sister is her blood family. You teach your light-skinned daughter that her dark-skinned sister is her blood family. If they both can't go, if they both can't be comfortable, if they both can't be treated equally, neither one of them can go. You need to go with them. You cannot afford to not be there. What if they start worshiping your light-skinned daughter's skin? What if they start worshiping your light-skinned daughter's eyes? What if they start worshiping your light-skinned daughter's hair? You can't afford that. Go to all major events with your mixed-race African daughters. Now, if they both light, bright, green eyes, straight hair, you might can get away. But if they are different complexions, If they are different complexions and one is lighter than the other, if the hair is different, the eyes is different, black father, black mother. If you got children by a white man, black mother. If you got children by a white man, black mother. If you got children by a white man, go with your children to the white family functions. Please register for the FDMG Festival Saturday, September the 10th at 601 East 17th Street. Saturday, September the 10th at 601 East 17th Street in Wilmington, Delaware will be our second FDMG Festival. Free t-shirts, free giveaways, red, black, and green FDMG pillow raffle, performers, vendors, music, drummers, games for children, prizes for children. Please register. I want to see everybody on Saturday, September the 10th. Fly into the Philadelphia International Airport. Fly into the Philadelphia International Airport. Fly into the Philadelphia International Airport and drive 20 minutes to the front door of the FDMG Academy. Drive 20 minutes to the front door of the FDMG Academy. Wilmington is right next to Philly. Wilmington, Delaware is right next to Philly. I want to see everybody. Go to fdmgfestival.com to register. Go to fdmgfestival.com to register. Go to fdmgfestival.com to register. We need food vendors. We need food vendors. We need food vendors. Please email vendors, FDMG vendors with an S at gmail.com, FDMG vendors with an S at gmail.com. If you want to be a vendor, t-shirts, snacks, jewelry, art, cosmetics, make sure you email Sister Carolyn, fdmgvendors at gmail.com. If you want to be a performer, performances, fdmgperformances at gmail.com, fdmgperformances at gmail.com. Hit the Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit the Cash App, $ FDMG School. Hit the PayPal, paypal.me/FDMG Academy. If you want to support the shockumentary, New York Africans, if you want to get interviewed, please text me so I can schedule you for Sunday. New York Africans, if you want to be interviewed, please text me so I can schedule you for Sunday, 215-989-9858. You could donate to the shockumentary on Zelle, 215-989-9858. For those of you who use Zelle, 215-989-9858. For the shockumentary, FDMG donations do not have a Zelle. FDMG donations do not have a Zelle. If you want to mail in your donation, go to DrUmarJohnson.com. If you want to mail in your donation, you can get the address from DrUmarJohnson.com, or you can text me 215-989-9858, 215-989-9858. If you're sending me a birthday gift to my queens, my Germaniac queens of the Ifa Dunde Kingdom, if you're sending me a birthday gift, ladies, if you're sending me a birthday gift, ladies, you can send that birthday gift to P.O. Box 6872, Philadelphia, PA 19132. Send that birthday gift, ladies. My birthday is Nat Turner Day, August the 21st. My birthday is Haitian Revolution Day, August the 21st. My birthday is George Jackson Day, August the 21st. My birthday is the day Emmett Till arrived in Money, Mississippi, August the 21st. Send my gifts to P.O. Box 6872, P.O. Box 6872, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, 19132. Brothers and sisters, I have enjoyed you this morning. I pray for your health and your safety. I ask that your ancestors strengthen you, make you wise. I ask that your ancestors raise your consciousness and your vibration so that all of us as African people can organize and unite and stand tight together, unbroken as one family, so we can take back our ancient glory. The ancient glory of the African man and woman must become the future glory of the African man and woman. The first shall be last, and the last shall be first. It is within the order of the universe to return us to where we belong, at the top of the apex of human civilization. Black power, black power, black power. Pan-Africanism or perish. Pan-Africanism or perish. Pan-Africanism or perish. Pan-Africanism by any means necessary. Peace and black power.